Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Partap Chauchan, BMS, a Bachelor of Ayurveda Medicine and Surgery, who is a pioneer of Ayurvedic telemedicine. He started the world's first Ayurvedic website, jiva.com, in 1995, and was the first to give online consultations to people throughout the world. We are honored to have you here with us.
Thank you very much for having me on this interview, and I really appreciate this kind of holistic approach that you are doing in Lithuania. So I'm very happy to be a part of this conference.
From a simple herb cabinet in your garage in 1992 with only a couple of chairs to growing to organization with more than 500 trained doctors that consult over 8,000 patients worldwide every day in 80 clinics and telemedicine centers. Did you ever expect this to happen? Did you ever dream that your life is going to change so drastically?
I think, when I was studying Ayurveda in my university, Delhi University, I had a deep interest and I was really impressed by the knowledge. And after that, finishing my studies in the Delhi University, I was still not very satisfied. I wanted to study more. So I found we call a guru. Guru means like a very, very authentic teacher of Ayurveda. And then I studied with him for another 5 years. And it was really like a traditional Vedic style of learning. And after studying in these two different types of setups, the institutional and the traditional style, I was so inspired and I was very fired up, and that I thought like I will really spread this knowledge to the world. But, I didn't have anything with me. I didn't even have money to buy a chair and table to start my clinic. But I think one thing I can say that I had a lot of enthusiasm. I was very, 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 very excited to share the knowledge. And that's how I started my work. To be honest, I didn't really believe that I will be like this, and I didn't have any dreams to become big. I only had one dream. I still have that dream today, that I want to help people all over the world. This is a beautiful knowledge. This can heal the world. This can help people at physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, and all the levels. People can attain health through Ayurveda. So that excitement I still have, although people say that I am quite successful, but I think I still have a lot to do in my life. And I want to, my vision is when I write something, my vision is I want to see Ayurveda in every home. And when I say every home, I don't limit myself to just India, but all over the world. Yes, I think I would say God has been great to bless me, to grace me, to give me some intelligence, to give me some energy, to spread this knowledge. And I will pray that God keeps giving me more energy, more strength, so I can continue spreading this wonderful knowledge, which is definitely need of the hour, especially today when the world is in a chaotic situation. There's a lot of, wars going around and, so many disturbances going around, environmental changes happening. So I think we need to take a break, take a deep breath, sit down, look into ourselves, look into our families, our society, and try to just be a little bit more calm and more connected to our roots, to our traditions. And that's what Ayurveda is all about. So definitely in the beginning, I didn't realize that this will become that big, but I still want to do more and spread this knowledge of Ayurveda all over the world.
We are so grateful that there are people like you doing this wonderful work and helping so many. Today, more than ever, we are disconnected, and this brings us back to roots. This leads to my next question. As you deal with a lot of patients and your experience is immense, at least to say, that what are the common problems that today's modern man faces? We often hear stress, insomnia. Are there common tendencies that you observe that stand out these days?
Talking from Ayurvedic perspective, of course, we see all different kind of diseases, and we are actually dealing with, in fact, some of the most difficult diseases, most chronic degenerative diseases. We also deal with a lot of autoimmune diseases, even cancer patients from all over the world. And, what I see that overall, if I have to summarize what are the common problems, the problems can be many. But what are the common causes? It's very interesting to mention it here that I find that there are three main causes why people are suffering. Number one is their food. People have no idea about what is good for them, what is not good for them, what type of food combinations. So food is very, very important. And in fact, we have the subject of this conference is also around nutrition. So that's a very important part. Second thing is the lifestyle. The lifestyle lifestyle also is become so much disturbed. People don't sleep in the night; they sleep in the daytime. We're doing all things which are detrimental to our system. It's like when you have a car, so you should at least understand what are the basic things that you need to follow to keep your car healthy, or keep this car going. You cannot put diesel in a petrol car, for example. Similarly, you have to understand what is your nature. You have to understand the nature of your mind. You have to understand what this body is designed for, means what kind of lifestyle, when to sleep, when to wake up, how much to work, how much to eat, how much to enjoy. So I think this is the basic problem. And the third thing is the mind, of course. And when I say mind, at mental level, people are so agitated, so disturbed that's what causes so many problems. So if I want to say it in a terminology which people can understand, yes, stress, which translates into anxiety, depression, and so many of these mental problems. This is a very big problem. I would say the biggest problem that I see in the world today is loneliness. People are really very, very alone. There is lack of love in their life. There is no good relations. Of course, ignorance is a big problem. In Ayurveda, we say that the root cause of all problems is ignorance, which means ignorance about ourselves, ignorant about our surroundings, ignorance about environment. So we should be a little bit more intelligent. Of course, human beings are very intelligent. We are very smart when it comes to so many things. But when it comes to understanding our own self, we are very, very ignorant. So I think that's what I see. And if people can connect with Ayurveda, if they can fix these small things, make small changes in their food, make small changes in their lifestyle, do something to calm your mind, to relax your mind, do something to feel happy, then I'm sure the world will become much healthier. And of course, there will be more happy people, more healthy people in the world.
Yes, loneliness is a real issue these days. There is even an institution in England now that is focused on helping people who are lonely, as it's a growing problem. And in comparison to England, who has a lot of lonely people, I had visited India, and I was invited to live with a family very shortly, but the experience was really incredible. I thought I stayed with one family, but I realized that no, I am staying with the whole village. And it was really beautiful, but definitely you were never alone and never lonely.
Basically, when people live together, they don't have stress, because you always know that there is somebody to help you, to support you. But when you are living alone, you may have the best technology in the world, you may have the best gadgets or every facility. But, end of the day, we are all social beings. We need some relation, we need somebody to talk to, somebody to share our emotions with. And that's what I think is a big problem in the world today.
Let our listeners know a little bit more about what awaits for them in the conference. At the conference, you will share principles of Ayurveda and explain how healthy and wholesome food enriches the body, mind, and soul. Can you give our listeners an advice on how to live more in harmony and to be more balanced?
You know, first of all, I would like to mention to everybody that Ayurveda is very simple. Everybody should really connect with Ayurveda. And when it comes to the word nutrition or food that we should eat, in Ayurveda, we have a very nice word which is called ahara. And ahara in Sanskrit actually doesn't limit itself to only what we eat through our mouth. It also, you know, means what we watch, what we hear, what we smell. What is going in is your food. So therefore, it's very, very important. You know, you might be eating the best quality of the food, you know, which is organic and natural and nutritious. But at the same time, maybe you are watching some garbage, you know, through your eyes, or you are listening to something which is very, very negative or something very violent, or you're smelling something which is very strong. Your nose doesn't really it's too penetrating for your body. So therefore, in Ayurveda, we always say that you have to be balanced at every level. You know, the food that you're eating should be nutritious. It should be easy to digest, because you can eat the best food in the world, but if you cannot digest it, it's going to convert into toxins. It is going to create some kind of problems in your body. So therefore, in Ayurveda, we always say you are what you digest, not only what you eat. And when I say you are what you digest, I mean not only what you digest, the food that you eat. Sometimes, you know, you read a book and you say, I can't digest it, you know. So at the mental level also, at intellectual level also, if anything remains undigested, even at emotional level, if you had some emotional experience and you can't digest it, this is going to trouble you. That's what is called an emotional trauma. People call it emotional baggage that you carry with yourself. So that's why in Ayurveda, food is very important. Digestion is very important. And most importantly, it's that you have to always not only think about yourself. You have to also think about your internal organs, not just think about the taste. You have to see if the food you are putting in your body, does your liver likes this? Does your heart likes this? Is kidneys are okay with this food? This is, people don't really give a thought about this. So I always say that these kidney, heart, and your liver, they're like your children. They don't charge anything. They're continuously working hard to keep you alive. So please be kind to them. Don't put garbage into your body. Don't put things which damage your liver. Don't put things inside your body which damage your heart. At least be kind to them like you're kind to your children. Don't poison these children. So that's what Ayurveda talks about. And we are always talking about how to maintain harmony at physical level, at mental level, social level. So this is my message to all of you, that please try to choose good food.
And of course, eat in the right environment.
Your mind should be peaceful. Don't watch TV while eating. Don't look at the phone. This is very, very important. I can just say to all of you that Ayurveda is very simple. Please connect with Ayurveda. This is going to make your life much better.
Could you shortly introduce people on Ayurvedic perspective on health and life?
I can only say that, first of all, you should understand your body constitution. Very, very important. It's like when you have a car, you should know whether it is an electric car or a diesel car or a petrol car. And once you know that, once you know what is your body type, then according to your body type, you have to choose your food, your lifestyle, your exercise, your, every activity that you do. Even the partner you want to choose, you can choose according to your constitution, so that there is harmony. The whole idea is to maintain harmony within and harmony outside. And Ayurveda gives us very, very simple procedures like daily routine. Just make small changes in your daily routine. wash your eyes when you wake up, wash your nose, clean your tongue, massage your body a little bit whenever you get time, do some breathing exercise, find some time to meditate, find some time to be silent. And most important, don't forget to laugh. You must laugh during daytime a few times, If there is nothing to laugh, you can laugh on yourself. When you go to the bathroom, just laugh loudly. Don't worry. Nobody is going to say you're crazy. And of course, in addition to this, there are quite different other things, but more at the mind level, at the food level, nutrition level, you should try to make small changes. Not big changes, small changes which are easy to make, and you will see a lot of difference. And if you have any problems, any questions, you're always welcome. You can connect with the Jiva Ayurveda India, which is jiva.com. You mentioned the website earlier. Or you can also connect with Ayurveda Academy in Lithuania. We have an academy in Vilnius, where we are also doing some activities. I have 3 books in Lithuanian language. You can find them in somewhere, and you start reading some books, and so you get some basic knowledge. So I just wish that all of you should connect with Ayurveda, and of course, please do join the conference, which is a very, very interesting conference. A lot of interesting topics, and especially it's a conference that will talk about nutrition for body, mind, and soul. So I think it's a perfect Ayurvedic topic or Ayurvedic conference.
Thank you so much, Dr. Partap, for your interview, and thank you for your time.
Much for having me on this interview. I really appreciate, and I invite all the listeners to please come and join the conference and enjoy the conference. I will be there with my recorded lecture, and I will also join live to answer some of your questions.
Labai laukiame gydytojo paskaitos čia Lietuvoje, kur gegužės paskutinį savaitgalį Klaipėdos universitete vyks holistinės mokyklos organizuojama jau 5. tarptautinė holistinė konferencija Holistinis žmogus – maistas kūnui ir sielai. Tai holistinio sveikatingumo šventė Klaipėdos mieste, jungianti sveiko gyvenimo būdo ieškančius ar jau praktikuojančius bendraminčius. 2 dienas vykstančiame sveikatingumo renginyje dalyvauja medicinos mokslų daktarai bei gydytojai-praktikai iš Lietuvos, Latvijos, Indijos ir Didžiosios Britanijos. Susitikime švęsti bendrystę renkantis sveiką gyvenimo būdą jau gegužės 27-28 dienomis. Ačiū Jums visiems.